Hello, welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we're going to take a trip to Nara. Do you know where Nara is? It's right in the center of Japan, and it is, if you look on a map, you will see it kind of south of Kyoto and to the east of Osaka. And it is a small city, a population about 360. And we will look at a beer from Nara Brewing Company. It is called Nara Brewing Wonderland. Right? But first, a little bit about Nara Brewing Company. It was founded in 2017 by a brewer named Namioka Yasunori. And he worked for a while as a brewer at Kyoto Brewing Company in Kyoto, and then went off to establish his own brewery in Nara. And up until then, Nara didn't have a lot of breweries. It still doesn't have so many, but the number is definitely increasing. So he worked at Kyoto Brewing, started his own brewery, and I guess they were doing okay. I've been there a couple of times to visit, and it's been a while though. They have a tap room that's open only on weekends, I believe Saturday and Sunday only, and you can get a variety of their beers there, and you can buy some bottles to take away. You can also get growlers there. And so Nara Brewing also has really wonderful label art. If you go to their website, you can see some examples of the care and creativity they put into their label art. It's really quite something. And so this is clearly, of course, an illustration based on the book Alice in Wonderland, or Alice Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. And turn it upside down. You can see the picture there. Clearly she's falling through the rabbit hole. And this beer is called an amber ale with spices, and it really does have some interesting spices. The malt for this includes pale ale, Munich, and Cara Red, and something called Abbey malt as well. The hops are one hop only, Barbe Rouge, B-A-R-B-E, Rouge, a French hop. And it supposedly gives a kind of berry aroma to the beer. The other elements are lactose, cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove, and cardamom. And these, of course, cardamom is used in a number of sweets and curries as well. So it should be quite an interesting combination of spices in this beer. 5.5% by volume, alcohol by volume, and only 12 international bittering units from those French hops. Rate beer, no ratings whatsoever for this beer yet. And on Untapped, there were 61 ratings when I looked, and the average was 3.75. So, okay, so this is a nitro pour, so I've got to, as they show you here clearly on the can how to do this. You give it a few shakes and then tip it upside down into the glass and then let it do its job, and I will show you what it does. Okay, so what we do is we take our glass and we crack it open, and what you'll see is what happens with the nitro pour. You can see the carbonation seeming to reverse itself. Okay, and of course Guinness does this as well when you pour Guinness. Okay, so this is a very, very cloudy, sort of kind of molasses or honey look to it, with a nice hefty 1.5 or 2 fingers of sort of sponge-like foam, kind of creamy. Okay. All right. Oh my. Okay. So right away I get the cinnamon and the nutmeg. That's the primary aroma. Very unusual. And I do get, yes, something like berries, in fact, yeah. some kind of sweet, juicy berry nose. Very interesting. Okay, I'm not a big fan of cinnamon, but this might be okay. Okay, well, it does have a nice thin sort of maltiness. Definitely a pale malt, or the pale ale malt is there. The pale malt and Abbey malt. Interesting. Kind of thin bodied. The maltiness is definitely overshadowed by the hops and the spice. The lactose adds a bit of creaminess to it. Definitely cinnamon and nutmeg. Cloves probably in the background. Cardamom, I'm not sure. But very interesting, kind of intriguing. A little bit of flatness through after mid-palate to the finish. It's kind of sitting on the tongue a bit. I can feel something like sedimenty sort of thing sitting on the tongue slightly. Nice and refreshing, thin, interesting. It's an interesting experiment, and they are doing a lot of experiments at Nara Brewing for sure. I think they're kind of brave and trying out all kinds of new things, and for that I give them kudos. I always like to give points to people who are trying something new, whether it works out or not. This one, I would say it kind of works out. Yeah, pleasant, interesting, light, nice. Well, once again, this is called Nara Brewing Wonderland from Nara Brewing in Nara City, Japan, and give them a go. Go check out their website. If you live in Japan, of course, you can order from them directly on their online shop. Or if you happen to be in Nara, southern Nara, they're right near the mall, Aeon Mall, which is in the south of town. Aeon, Aeon Mall. They were just behind that in Nara, so you can go there and give them a visit if you're there on Saturday or Sunday. Okay, well, that is it for today. I hope you are doing well. Please do subscribe to the channel and let me hear from you. Okay, tell me what your experience is with Nara Brewing. Take care. Bye bye.